Weekend League. I haven't got the Zero Chill all done. Looks like I'm about halfway, 16 and 60. Yeah, halfway. See, my math is top notch there. Um, but yeah, I need to get some Weekend League games knocked out. I figure they're more fun to watch than the solos, so we'll get into that. Get things situated around here a little bit better. Um, I think I got the sound quality a little bit better on the game. I know I've been having problems with the soundtrack and the music causing some of copyright errors. So I've turned that down and turned a lot of the other things down. If something is still too loud in the streams, please let me know and I will address that. I got 7 wins, 13 games to go within the next 1 day and 13 hours. Um, my record's 7-5. And let's just see what kind of team I get here. I've done some work and got some things accomplished. I want to shout out to Riley's, RILEYS underscore gaming, for helping me learn Twitch a little bit better, and I'm still learning, but hopefully we see Nightbot join us tonight and add some stuff to my chat board and kind of let you guys know how to find me and whatnot. I've got set up to auto host some good channels when they're online and I'm not online. The one I just mentioned, of course, is there too. So even if I'm not broadcasting, if you check out my channel, you're liable to find some good 92, 92, 92. You're liable to find some good games, some different games. Speaking of different games, I am going to be getting, within the next couple weeks, I don't know what's first, what's last, but I am going to be getting the new Need for Speed game, and I'll stream that. And I'm also hoping to get the new Sims 4 game. As you know, Madden's starting to slow down, wind down with this Christmas promo is really the last big promo. And I'll still play my Madden. Don't think Madden will still be probably 80% of the content. If you're here for Madden, don't get freaked. But if you're here just for the goofy old man playing games and you don't really care for Madden, you might be happy that there's going to be some other options.
First down and 10 here for the Orbits offense as they get ready to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
8 yards to go here on second down. Defense showing blitz. Let's go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Let's go. On third and short, they'll try and
get up. No.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. On fourth down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Got my laptop volume a little high and I just heard myself say, get up, no. That's the delay. That's how long the delay is from what really happens to what.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. Goff now looks to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he'll... at the 30 here. Second down now after the pass completion. Here's Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. Third down here.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott to throw it. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital.
Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, I
and
missed
he'll be
it. It was
brought
a little
down,
hole.
Losing yardage
I
back at
missed
the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I don't believe you didn't catch that.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
play action. They'll throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. Brennan Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's okay.
For those that don't know me real well, I have severe psoriatic arthritis, and I am in a lot of pain tonight. So you may find me readjusting and changing positions and stuff more often than normal because of the amount of pain I'm in.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They go play action here on 1st down. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hopefully my volume in my last stream I did earlier today, I forgot to hook the mic up to the controller. Sitting there talking in it the entire time, and there's no audio. They even did a pack opening and everything, and no audio.
They'll put it in the hands of Edelman. Oh, nice move. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 4th down, on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt.
Dang.
Oh,
nice punt. Got to give him props out to back to the jumbo. That was one hell of a punt.
Back out comes the offense. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up? That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw here. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
What the hell happened in the real game there? Whoa.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right at the 35. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39.
That was
and McManus able to
bad.
Through.
That was my bad.
We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Nothing a pick
so
6
here they
can't
come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Tyreek Hill, he had the 2 fastest plays in the NFL last year. 1 on a kick return, 1 on a punt return, topping out at 23.24 miles per hour.
That's advanced analytics right there. Our guy Marvin, know what he said? He's really fast.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL,
okay, so obviously
this feels almost like a
the Nightbot's not here tonight. She said it doesn't come every time.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
And obviously it's not working now, or I did something wrong. Because it should have posted by now.
Here's a screen to Powell. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And
bam.
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that, because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Green's got it.
I don't know how he got that. Oh, he didn't get it in.
16, but
did he? Yeah, he caught it, but not first down. I don't know how
many times, not just in my
he got that through there. I didn't intercept it, didn't deflect it, didn't do something.
Say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain. Still a ways to go, though. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be
Why did you run right into the crowd of people?
Give him a couple on the carry there.
Don't fall on your ass again on this play.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
In 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Prescott now. Jerry Rice, open right side. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because
back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I'm half tempted to put the code back in for the Nightbot, but she said not to. So I'm going to have a little faith in her. And But she says it just sometimes it comes, sometimes it don't. She's gonna get me a couple more bots tomorrow. Do some different things, so if one doesn't come in and stuff, you got the others.
He'll get it in the hands of Baldwin. And he's got some space here. And he'll be
Nice.
out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4.
Nice run
coming up.
in the real game by Kareem Hunt. Still 0-0 in the first, I believe.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Oh, shit.
Now Prescott. And he's got Bennett. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the
Yeah,
big
50
completion
seconds
in
left in the
pickup.
first.
Fresh set of
0
downs.
to
Now
0.
they got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Play action now. Prescott looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. In motion left here, Edelman. Peterson gets the call running left. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock.
What the hell was that throw?
Do.
Could have been.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On play action, Prescott.
Oh, nice.
It's Edelman.
Yeah.
He will take this one in
2 minutes to go. I'm not going to quit this one, but it isn't looking good for the chapter.
And his guys are going to add on to their lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after.
That just about closed the book.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now McManus on to kick this one off.
I got a better team at this, but he's got some serious stick skills too. I couldn't do anything offensively against him.
Across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Let's go!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's
Really?
gonna go down again. Calais Campbell in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw. Uses the spin. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down.
Okay, if I would have...
So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see.
No excuse, I should have had a touchdown there. Still would have been down in the game, but I should have had a touchdown.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
I mean, I could call a timeout, but it's kind of a dick move. He can turn around and do it again.
On third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
Oh, I gotta start playing a little better than that. Let's get it right in. Let's get right into another one, shall we? 3-0 Kansas City.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This will be taken in at the 1.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 32-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Watch 20, seal that. Seal that. Seal that. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Let's go. 3-2. 3-2. We got 3. We got 3.
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they
I
remind
thought
me
he
of
was going
elite
to catch that
defenders
one.
on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Come on, let's go.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there. 57 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Come on, let's go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, LaDainian Tomlinson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal.
I normally don't consider holding someone to a field goal to be a victory, but the way they got down the field on me that time, I'm almost going to take that as a victory.
Action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right on the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Double tight. 3 down. Let's go. Blue 58.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Alert. Here we go. Check 13.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Nice. Nice. Touchdown, Chiefs. Wow, nice play.
The good gain last play. This time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It's
I'm not
just
sure
their
that was
first,
a
so they'll
smart
have 2
timeout to call,
remaining here
especially if he
before
goes
we get
for
to
it.
halftime. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
Dilly.
He says out at the 8-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Dilly.
And tough starting field position here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second down, it's Tomlinson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down.
Just waiting for that mistake. And I got it.
6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
That'll be taken in the end zone. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Let's go!
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
And now the rookie's free.
I can't believe I let Fournette score against me.
A big play there. 49 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 19. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right. Let's go. Tight. Hey, we got 3 out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Good Lord, itty bitty. They can probably hear you pissing in your litter box over the stream.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now back out comes the offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Tomlinson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Touchdown Chargers. Assuming they kick the extra point, it'll be 10-7. Be 10-7 Chiefs lead.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Running right, this is Tomlinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round.
They'll try and run. Tomlinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the
Damn
6.
it.
And now we're
Think,
going to get
Chapman,
a timeout
think.
here called by the defense.
You just wasted a
It'll be their
timeout for
3rd
no
and final
apparent freaking
timeout, So as
reason.
they talk things over, we'll step aside. So here now, big spot for the kicker. It's Caleb Sturgis. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 22-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2, 3, 2, let's go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
Hey, boys, got four down. Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And this offense on third down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well. Not my night so far. Started at 7-5, and I'm now at 7-7. Normally, I finish about 50%. So I'm right there where I normally am at.
Thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Let's knock out at least one more before we cut the stream. Yeah. Oh, the Chargers missed the extra point, or because it's 10-6. It ain't. I don't know what happened. I wasn't watching.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
Why am I getting nothing but super great teams tonight?
A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets into the 11. A big gain there on the first play of the game. And even 60 yards on the ground. Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go!
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Tomorrow I'll see if there's a way of moving. I know my wife said she can't hardly see me. I'll see if there's a way of moving that camera a little bit closer.
And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And a big hit at the end
Not
of
the
that
prettiest
one.
thing to look
He's
at, but
knocked
I am
down
looking up there at the corner and
2
realizing
yards on
I'm
the
quite a
pickup
ways
there.
away.
It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
694. Two straight chief. Get set. 637. Later 9.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Get down.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lawrence Taylor coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7.
Trip. Low. 21. Hey, Purdue. Come off the ball. Raider one. Listen, hot.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. There we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight right. Raider one. Down. 30. White Monday. Stand up in. 7. Raiders right. Switch.
Shotgun now for Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. LaDainian Tomlinson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
I don't know if I can blame my pain on the poor gameplay, if I'm just not talented as the guys I'm playing. Yeah, what it is, but I am not doing well tonight, and I've got to knock out a couple more of these just because I don't know if I can knock out 10 whole games tomorrow.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Let's go. Blue 58.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Let's go!
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's got room. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They're throwing it on 1st down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Watch left, watch left. Let's go!
They're going to look to throw. They set up the screened LT. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tight left. 734. 29. Down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
808.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Carr to throw on 2nd down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying...
And the Raiders have got him. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Bust through the tackle. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Down, 7:34, 29. 3 down, Raider 2, 280. Check. 3 down.
On the handoff, Tomlinson. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Cooper will come in motion right. To throw on 3rd down. Carr. He finds Beckham complete. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. Carr down to throw. And that's complete. It's the Carr to Cooper connection. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gonzalez. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Double tight.
Low. 180. Easy. Kill. Get set. 280. 694. What's up?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, second and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. Throwing now is Carr. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And the ball is knocked out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down, here's Carr. It's caught by OBJ. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll run. Tomlinson spins past him. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Back now in the East Bay. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
Itty bitty's right here out of the air she comes. You gonna say hi, it's...
And now for the offense. This is play number 11 here on this drive.
Hold on, Eddie. Hold on.
Get down, get down. 4 down, check. 4 down, 93.
Again, it'll be Tomlinson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it third and goal. Here's Carr to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
29.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Go, 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 run it, let's go. 58.
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw, and he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Let's go.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
He'll look to throw, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll set up to throw. The quick slant caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at his 4. A beautiful spin and room to run. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone.
Really?
What a return.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even have an excuse. I don't have. All I can say is that sucks. Damn, it sucks.
Almost it appears they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
Oh my
So
God, does
that
that
we get
suck?
to be here to watch this one.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Good game.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed
Guys,
some type of a miracle there at the
I think
very
that's
end,
it for streaming tonight. I'm going to get up and get a few things, and I'll probably play a couple more. Maybe knock out some of the solos, knock out a couple more of the season games. You've seen me lose 3 straight. I've got to try to get up, walk around, clear my head. Probably will not be back to streaming tonight. If somebody really wants to watch, you know, I usually will stream without a problem. If you just hit me up, PlayStation, it's Chap 102612. Twitter, it's Chap 102612. Facebook, it's Chap 102612. YouTube, it's Chap 102612. You know, look me up, give me a message, say you want to watch, and you know, if I'm playing or I can, I'll come back on and get one started for you. Guys, good night, God bless, etc., etc., etc. I'll catch you. I'll be tomorrow Sunday. Not sure what my wife's schedule is as far as driving tomorrow. I usually wait until she's close to going to bed for the night, which sometimes is in the middle of the day before I try streaming, because otherwise I get all kinds of phone calls and everything else in the middle of the stream. Well, go, go, go. Oh, he fell down. All right. Catch you guys later. Bye.